Everyone, it's great to see y'all again, and it looks like today we'll be working on, I believe we're on the 10th part of the Naruto Kunai series of videos, and I believe we're finally going to be working on the fletching itself. So let's go ahead and open that up. First we're going to need to see the blueprint for it. Alright, so these are the style of feathers we went with. Let's go ahead and grab it. Where is it? There it is. Let's go ahead and start top to bottom. Not placed in the best of areas. Do that again. Okay, let's drag it over here. Perfect. Now let's move it to right there. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and save it. And let's clean up everything that we don't need. Don't need any of this, don't need any of that. Zoom in here real quick. Don't need that. All right. Get rid of this. Perfect. All right, so we don't need any of this information, as it'll just get in the way. Same goes for all of this. And we can get rid of the extra feather. Perfect. And there we have our starting point. But let's think things through real quick. So while this is a good starting place, let's bring up, here we go. Zoom out, let's go through. I took the liberty of adding a few new feathers to it. Here we go. So as you can see here, there's like a natural wave to it in a sense, to these feathers. And you see all these little ridges. I'm going to see if I can add that to the design. And you have this base right here. So from the looks of it, this is like a millimeter high and let's see, and about, yeah, we could say about like a millimeter high, maybe 2 millimeters thick. If not, that'll at least be good enough. And then see this little S curve, it goes out in a little S, comes back around, and then there's a little S curve here. I'm gonna see if I can try to replicate that in a sense. So back, back. And let's go ahead and start with the, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this, start a new sketch, and we're essentially just creating a backup. Let's move it back to where it should be. There's probably a way to easily duplicate this, but I don't know, I just haven't gone around to figuring it out. Perhaps one of the best things we can do is, so finish that, save, let's go to the assembly, file, where I want to place, fletching, place grounded origin. Let's see if this already fits or if we need to make an adjustment already, because it's been a minute. All right, looks like it could use an adjustment. Yeah. So it looks like it should shrink by 0.025 on either side. What is it right now? Let's modify it. So it's 4 right now. Where'd it go? Do I need to save it first? There we go. So it's 4 inches. Probably shrink that down to 3.9375 or something of the sort. Then if we go back to our, so where is it now? Here we go. So when they do these, they leave a bit of it to go to let it knock in here. So I'm gonna try and do the same. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Fletching, and we want to raise it a bit. Come on. Okay. So we're gonna raise it by 0.025. 4. Bring this down. Then we're going to increase this by point, let's see, 0.25, half of the knot. Then 0.025. So after this, we actually might have to adjust we may have to adjust the now we're probably going to have to adjust the grip. There's probably no way around it, so that it'll fit. Okay. Point to 5. Split the difference. Zoom in. Now, with it being an organic material, and say we filed it down just a hair, so 0.025, just to pretty it up a bit. Even though you can't, realistically, you won't be able to see this anyway, but just for us, let's do that. Perfect. Now let's go back here, bring this down. Now we're going to have to adjust this, raise it up a bit. Or will this, let's see, save that. So we're going to have to adjust these strands so they don't go through it. And this as well. Let's see. So what can I do next? Why isn't the sketch visible? All right, let's see that again. So yeah, the sketch will have to be shrunk down. This will work, but this won't. So let's go ahead and shrink the feather anyway. Or in doing the S curve to fulfill this, let's see, how does that S curve go again? And get around that piece right there. Where's the feather? There. No, it goes out, it doesn't go up. I guess you could say, yeah, so that's going to be shrunk down a bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Suppress this. So this is gonna have to be raised anyway, so what am I doing? There we go. Let's go ahead and raise this a bit. Where it's supposed to be. Okay. Save it real quick just to double check. Okay, actually, it is out of the way. Or at least, no, wait. It won't be because this will have to be raised to compensate. And so will that. Okay. That solidifies that. So let's offset this. 0.225. What is this now? That's not a big fan of that. Alright, where's the center point? Should be right there. So that's 4. Let's do 3.875. Let's see. 4 minus 0.05. 9. So really 4, 625. 3.9375, but is that enough? Or is it just going to give me just over it? Let's try that first. Got that, got that. Do a quick test. Have it match that. Now let's match this. I guess while we're at it, let's go ahead and test the other one too. 3.875. Cut, cut, rid of that. Okay, so finished, save. So that clears it. Will this one clear it though? Okay, the 3.9375 will clear it on both sides, it looks like. So let's go with that. Now, there we go. Let's get rid of the small one. Let's go with the Goldilocks one. Get rid of the outside and inside. X to trim. Trim. Actually, this is 1 inch. So let's actually correct this real quick before we forget to. Cut. What is this angle? 2.5. Change the measurement to 2.5. Extrude. Get rid of this arc. Have these two meet. Get rid of this line. We don't need it anymore. And I believe this is about a 1 to 1.5. Let's make it 2. Much better. All right. So that is our new fletching dimensions. Now time to make the curve. I think I'm just gonna make them 1 millimeter thicker. How thick are they? Stands reason to be about, I guess just to make it different, maybe make them half a millimeter. So maybe 0.0125 in thickness. Sounds about right. Alright, let's try it. Let's give it a shot. But, wait a second. So, this is going to be the main. Let's go ahead and figure out our S curve. Where are you? There it is. So, about halfway through, it shifts. Here's much more pronounced. It goes there, and then does it straighten out? Is that what happens? Or is it curving back? So it curves back at the very top from the looks of it. We're not going to be showing all that. Looks like it just goes straight up in a curve like this. So it's not even S curve. It's just an arc. Alright, so what we're going to do is create the S, and we're going to cut this out using that. Alright, so let's bring these features back and suppress. Start a new plane. There we go. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start 0.025, I guess it's 0.0125. Let's start here. What we need to do is actually start here. So what is this here? Okay, so let's just go ahead and duplicate this. Let's move it to there. All right. So really, all we need this here is for just what we're gonna do is just create. Come on. That there. We're gonna treat this as the middle of the leaf, so it's gonna go up. It's not gonna even straighten out yet, so should be 1. Come on. It's 1. There we go. Let's press that. Okay, so now how pronounced is this arc? It looks like it's perpendicular to a 45-degree angle. It gets sharper near there. I guess if you hold it straight, it doesn't sharpen at all. So let's draw a line here to here, here. Is it 45? It looks like more like a 30-degree. So let's do this. Which would make this 60, I think. $90. And from there to there. I don't think we'll need anything bigger than that. $90. Let's get rid of that. All right. Now something along the lines of too much. I think 0.125 is just right. I think that'll work. All right. Now I gotta offset this. 0.5. Oh, whoops. 0.025, I guess makes sense. Or is it too thick? Oh, that's too thick. How thick is this? So this is a millimeter. We're going off of that. So from there to there is about a millimeter. How much thinner is this? It's about a quarter. So let's do 0.0625. We have to do 0.00625. Yeah, it looks about right, to be honest. All right. Cut it there, cut it there. Whoops. Looks like we're gonna have to extend this. All right, there we go. Cut that and get rid of this now. Well, we need that. All right, so extrude this. Oh, we can get rid of this now. Extrude. I think they're called veins. I could be way off on that. 0.025. That looks too thick. 0.0125. Yeah, it looks way better. All right. Now, save it because hopefully it doesn't break my computer. I guess while we're at it, let's fill it these. 0.0625. 0.0625. Too much still. 3.125. I don't need that yet. That looks pretty good. Now let's array this out. Select the line. 0.025. Is that wide enough or not? So in the photos, they look closer together than that, so it's 0.0125. That looks more like how it actually is. Let's do 50. Let's flip it over. Please don't break my computer. This is a lot. All right, new plan. 48, 30. How close are we? But okay for now. And then we'll. And there's the sound of my PC. It is thinking quite a bit. Please don't freeze. Thank you. All right. Oh, okay. We overshot it by quite a bit, it looks like. See visibility. Where does this end at? It's thinking quite a bit. So how far back is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So get rid of 15 of them. So 315. Okay. It's looking pretty good. What do y'all think? Where do you go? Looks kind of like a feather. All right, so before we continue, let's do this. New sketch, plane, at least before we cut it out. Let's project geometry, project, project. Let's fill in the little veins, project, and project. Okay, get rid of these. Okay. Let's hide that again. We don't need it right now. Cut, cut. All right, that should be good enough. So we're probably gonna have to 0.0625. Too much. 0.625. Come on. You can do it. There's a lot of interacting shapes. Come on. Ah, thank you. Cool. Looks like it's working quite well. Maybe a little thinner will do better though. Yeah, I like that. You can see a lot of shade and shadows in there. I'll save that before it crashes. Now, I do want to add some fillets. Where are you? There's. Wait. I forgot about hotkeys. 0.003125. See if I can increase that 0.0625. Too much, too much, too much. 0.0625. That looks really good. Now let's array this down to all the rest of them. Hopefully they work. How far is the pattern here? 0.0125. Okay. All right, select the direction. 0.0125. 315. All right, see if this goes all the way down or if it goes past it. Okay, goes past it, so we can do 314. What's 314? Please work. Now we just wait. Well, to be fair, it has to go through 314 of them. Really happy I did that upgrade not too long ago. If I didn't upgrade last year, I'd still be stuck with with what? An 11? No, wait. 12-year-old rig? Because I got this, what, in 2013, 2014? Yeah, so I upgraded right on the 10-year mark. Pretty sure. And no way I could afford the RAM prices we got now. Still be stuck with legacy hardware, had that been the case. At least it's thinking. Can y'all see the thinking bar? Yeah, you can. The little green bar at the bottom. It's when that thing stops, you have to worry. It's kind of cool they had a little countdown showing each of the operations, see how far it went through. So I hope the green bar is a batch of operations and not just one. After this, I guess we're going to fill the other side with a tighter radius bit, fillet, and then from there, we're going to cut out the shape from before, that we're going to leave the back half kind of untouched. And we'll be done with the feather. And then all that's left is doing adjustments to the grip. I guess it could still work, it just will look weird, but personal opinion, I think we're gonna have to, I would like to modify them. Oh, it looks like it's done. Yes. Save as fast as I can. Perfect. Ah, looks beautiful. Alright, see if it'll let us do another round of fillets. It's too big. Let's see, 0.015, no. 0.125. See, this fillet was what? 0.0625. Let's see. 0.625. It's better. 0.01565. See, if it was 0.0625, then 0.0. Where's the calculator? 0.0625 divided by 2 divided by 2. 0.001565. What would half of that be? Divided by 2. 0.007825. Alright. I like that better. Perfect. Now let's see if we can get this fillet to propagate all the way up. Let's flip that around. Oh, we forgot to select the axis. 0.0125. There we go. 314. Perfect. Now, hopefully this works. Hopefully it's a quicker operation with how... Oop. Ah, shit. May have screwed up. Still thinking from the sound of it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And sometimes adding a click or two can interrupt the operation. Come on. See what I mean by the green bar stop moving? Hopefully it doesn't crash. After this, all we have to do is just cut it out and then add a fillet or two here and there and we're good. I'm satisfied with how it looks. Hopefully y'all are too. Looks feathery enough. I know most people they'll just add a plane there and don't even they'll add the texture through the art, but yeah, I'm not the best texture artist. So add the detail through 3D. Well, hmm. What to do, what to do. Ah, come on, don't. It's probably still running in the background as it's just the screen's frozen, which will resolve if it's able to finish its processing. We have what? 3 operations left, if that, like 2 or 3. We gotta cut in 2 fillets, and then that's done. I've also been thinking about going back and modifying the Kunai blade, or at least offering an alternative where instead of it being curved, it's straight on. So it's more reminiscent of the original anime. Like a version 2 or something. Personally prefer the curved. Slice through organic material much better. Ah, come on. If push comes to shove, if it doesn't fix itself in the next 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to restart it. How's y'all's day been? Hope it's been fun. Hmm. And so as that's running, we get to look at some pictures. So, oh, looks like it's done. Yes. Save. Ah, thank God. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now let's cut out the shape. Where are you? There you are. Be ironic, this is what crashes it. It's thinking a good bit. So what we're gonna do is use this sketch right here to cut out the negative, I guess the excess, and give it the defined shape. We're gonna leave this portion right here as is. Looks good enough. Usually they don't cut it either unless you're doing the whole back cut. See if I can find it. So if you're gonna do like this little back cut, which I guess looks kind of cool. Might do that if this doesn't look good enough. Of course it's not responding. I wonder if I can free up some RAM. Should have plenty of RAM. I think I'm not gonna bother with putting the little gaps in here with where the string comes through. This conveys a point enough. Though it might. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go that detailed in it or not. May not even notice it. Oh, come on, it's just a sketch. This is going to be one of the longer videos or episodes because I want to get this done before I call it. In the next episode, we're going to go back, revisit the grip, get it to where it works right, and then in conjunction with the fletching, and then maybe do one last video doing some finishing touches like the glue that they commonly use and a few other things. I have a few ideas for the string. I don't know if they'll work, but we'll see. May have to modify the coil for the cord. Probably thicken it up, then cut it out, and then add some fillets to it, make it nice and pretty. Maybe do the same with the glue. Ah, come on. I saved it before I did this, right? I think I did. If I didn't, slamming my head against the table. Guess might as well work on some other things. I wonder if it'd be better to if the little hole at the very end where it's like the needle hole. It allows you to tie on other stuff to it, to the knife, if that'll be better metal. But this is a throwaway piece. It's not something that should be expensive. And having a metal cap, even if it's cast, adds a lot of cash to it. I can see an expensive one from a rich family doing it potentially if it was decorative, but not for everyday use. And so the idea is that like say you have like three different types of clans. You got the civilian market, you have the lowly ninja, and then maybe like the clan ninja. So the civilians that become like say low tier ninjas, they can have like a um, brass or bronze, whichever one's cheaper. You can do a copper one, I guess. Cast kunai blade with like a dirt cheap like softwood, like maybe like a pine or something similar to it. Wood handle with some turkey feathers or some chicken feathers or something. I don't think chicken feathers would work. It'd have to be a turkey, I guess, or goose or something. But the idea being like it'd be something cheap that could be easily made, mass produced, and you get it by the hundreds or maybe by the dozens, I guess. And then like say your medium tier ninja, they would have like the next tier up, maybe like a few dozen. Say the lowly had brass, the upper tier would have bronze, and what's a mid tier wood? Ash doesn't sound like a mid tier wood. That seems like something expensive, but yeah, let's skip that. Let's go to like top tier, say Uchiha clan. It would get the iron with like an oak handle, expensive wrapping, maybe like gold inlay or something. But oh, thank you. Okay, save. Okay, let's go in here and be quick about it. There we go. All right, so let's bring that all the way up. We don't need to cut that out or that out. So we're just going to cut out this piece right here. Okay. .025 between cut. Okay, looks like I don't have to make it 0.25, 0.0125. Forgot what the thickness was on these things. Perfect. Enter. Now don't touch anything. Well, that was quick. All right. It's looking pretty good. Save. What do y'all think of that? That looks pretty good to me. Let's see, what kind of fillet can I put on this? And it crashed. That wasn't good. Not the point where I was thinking it would crash, but it did regardless. So it's open. All right, there is. Everything working as intended. Looks like it. Exit out of that. Put that there. There we go. All right. Wow, it's been 50 minutes. Okay. Let's get this thing done and over with so we can move on to the grip and finally get to rendering this thing. Okay. Let's actually fill it. Click the fill button first. 0.00125. Actually, let's go 78125. Looks like it's not that happy with us. May not be able to add any more detail to this. Let's see. Save. Is there a way I can increase the cache on this? Let's see here. Save. File. Is it the RAM that's crashing? What do y'all think? Let's see. Is there a way to use HDD as backup RAM Inventor Pro? Does not have a built-in feature that uses an HDD or any disk directly as backup RAM in the way some specialized software might use disk caching or RAM disks. It might be as far as we can take this, to be honest. We're just going to keep crashing on us. We can try give it one more shot. Just take it as slow as I can. Point oh 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 78125. Okay. Take it nice and slow. Okay. I guess in real life, like if you were to cut it, it'd be a hard edge anyway. Yep. Okay. That's we're gonna have to leave it. I guess there are limitations. All right, let's leave it there. Let's see. Open. Let's go to assembly. I guess it makes sense anyway. It's gonna be a sharp cut, so there would be an edge there. Where's the kunai? Why is it not populating? Oh, did it never save the assembly? Great. Okay. This is not hard to bring it all back. Handle, place ground. This is why I always make sure that they all start from the same spot so they can just snap them into place. Place grounded at origin. Oops. Fletching. Place grounded at origin. Place grip. Grounded at origin. Did I forget to save? Okay, it looks like I forgot to save the color of that too. Interesting. So save that now. Let's open blade, fletching, grip, handle. All right, let's go ahead and put this to wood again. Label, save, grip. I don't think I want it to be white. Let's see if there's another color we can choose. What about red? Maybe red might look good. Or brown or something. Is there leather? Brown. No. Let's see. Steel, 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 silver, silicone. Nice. Those are all clear. Rubber. And it's just black. Rubber silicone. It's probably just glossy. There's nothing that's brown here. This place. Polycarbonate. It's just clear. Color that I want, just not the no. That might work for now. Plastic, plastic, nylon, nickel, maybe like a matte copper. What was that other thing that we saw? No, it's basically copper. Bronze. That works, I think, for now. Kind of gives off a leather vibe. See if I can color this without crashing my PC. Before we do that, let's see how this looks. That looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Let's go to the top, go here. This is the part that I'd like to fix is where these mesh together. So what I might do is increase this to bring it over here. So increase the size of the cordage there. And find a way to change that up a bit. I wonder if I can make it undulate. I'll figure it out. All right, let's go back to here. Yeah, this is going to be an hour-long video, ain't it? Back to the fletching. Save, 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 save. All right, what color? Let's make this Maybe copper. Make it something a bit different. It doesn't look right though. At least, oh. Wait, do I have more options? I do have more options. Wish I saw this earlier. Beige, block, brass, bronze, brindle, cardboard. Do they have fabric? Fine cream, exterior beige, fine textured black. Hmm. I like what denim's doing, but it'd be nice. Wait, no. Small. Nope, nope. Actually, there was something with a good texture. Your rust. That's too glossy. That might work though. That's treating it like a glossy metal. Play plywood. Plywood might offer the. Maybe the best option would be like a wood. No, let's go here. We have walnut. Clear override. Eh, walnut's interesting. Oak. What dark wood? Birch. I should have known that was light. Maple. Cherry. It's a good dark color. There's denim again. Walnut. There we go. Kind of has what I'm looking for. Yeah, let's do this walnut. Okay. Save. Oh, that looks pretty good. Now, but since we're found these, let's see what other colors we can do. Dirt. Nope. Not doing that. Probably a wood or some kind. So what I really want is just like a brown texture. Let's do walnut again, I guess. That looks pretty good. And I might just need to bite the bullet and just do like a darker color, like black or something. Not anything glossy textured black. Nope. Exposed aggregate. Nope. Dark gray. Was that what's causing the error? Is this right here? So it's 1024, right? If I double that times 2, 248. Apply, close. That just looks strange. Just go with copper. Doesn't matter at the moment. We're gonna redo all that anyway later. So there we go. Let's do pattern around the origin axis. Let's see. That was 4 enough. So I was of the mind that 6, with it being 60 degrees, would be better. Well, it adds more drag, make it fly truer. Could always do 8. Is 8 overkill? Let's see. Yeah, but I'll figure this out later. Like, I've kept y'all here long enough anyway. So, let's just call it there for now, and I'll see y'all in the next video.